welcome or welcome back to my channel. I have had a brilliant reading month for me. This has been the best reading month of the year so far. I have been enjoying extreme horror. I've also been enjoying romance and some hockey romance as well, which I'm going to talk to you about. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with the first book that I finished in April, and that is book 7 of the Outlander series, An Echo in the Bone. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this series because I have talked about this one quite a lot on my channel. But I very much enjoyed this one. The last sort of 100 and 200 pages, so much happened, and it did leave me wanting to jump straight into the next book. However, I have stopped myself because they are such chunky books and I do need to take the time to read them. So I did stop myself. However, I have decided that I am going to be picking book 8 up in May. So yeah, this was 4 stars, loved it, and I cannot wait to carry on with the rest of the series. So I mentioned that I've been reading some hockey romances as well. I have finished 3 books that are hockey romance. The first one being Dream Girl Drama. This is book 3 in Tessa Bailey's sports romance. I did enjoy this one. It has like the forbidden love trope. So basically 2 characters, they meet, they instantly have an attraction to each other. I wouldn't say they instantly fall in love, although I suppose he kind of does. But yeah, they're just completely taken with each other. However, when they part ways that night, they do find out that each of their parents are going to be getting married to each other. So unfortunately, these 2 will become stepbrother and stepsister. So obviously it is forbidden. And he is a very famous hockey player. So obviously in the media and in the news and things like that, he obviously can't be seen dating his stepsister. But yeah, this one was a quick, easy read. I very much enjoyed it and I rated it 4 stars. Next, I read Game Changer by Rachel Reed. I spoke about this one in my last video because I'm starting the it's called the Game Changer series, but I keep referring to it as the Heated Rival series. My sister Kaz introduced me to the TV show because she loved it, and then she absolutely binged through the whole of the series. So I just knew that I could trust her, and I was right to do so because this one was incredible. The way that it was written, everything about it, the spicy scenes, the humour, everything that went into this book was just amazing. It was easy 5 stars. I physically couldn't put it down, and I cannot wait to start Heated Rivalry, which is book 2 in the series, and that is going to be my next read because I did finish my current read this morning. So yeah, I'm going to be jumping into Heated Rivalry today. Talking of my current read, which I did finish this morning, and that was Unbound by Peyton Curran. I did enjoy this one, probably not as much as I enjoyed book 2, but I did very much appreciate how much research and how much time the author has taken to get the autism and OCD representation right. With someone who is bringing up someone with autism, my daughter is autistic, I very much appreciated how much went into this one. I loved the love story between Paloma and Bennett. I love that there was split into 2 timelines because she has got so much struggles as well going on in her life. So yeah, very much enjoyed this one. Again, it was 4 stars. I think the next book, which is book 4 in this series, is out probably next year, I'd say, because this one come out not too long ago. But as soon as that one comes, I'm definitely getting it because I just love this series. Moving on now to a different kind of romance, and that is a cowboy romance. I read Wild Rose. I love a cowboy romance. I just love how simple they are and how you can just get completely lost within the ranches that they run and just the small towns and the characters, and it just doesn't take long to fall in love with main characters and side characters and just know that other books are going to be coming surrounding the characters that you just met. I very much enjoyed this one. It did state in here that there was an age gap romance. However, it never really said what the age gap was. The main character, Rose, she is 22, I know that much, but it never really stated how old Wilder was, but it does sort of portray that he is much older, and it is your typical best friend sister who he falls in love with. She goes to work there for the summer because she is holding down a job, but she gets in quite a lot of trouble living in New York. So her brother, who works at the ranch, he is a chef there. He suggests that she comes to work at the ranch for the summer to just kind of, give her more options, I guess. But of course, being in a close proximity with the other cowboys, Wilder for one, yeah, of course, sparks are going to fly and things are going to happen, no matter how much they try to not let it happen. But like I said, just an easy read, just what I needed. I flew through this one. Yeah, I have got book 2, and I think book 3 is out either this year or next year. So yeah, definitely worth picking up if you love your cowboy. Moving on to the audiobooks that I finished this month, I have managed to finish 2. The first one being Tourist Season. I absolutely loved this one so much. This one, we have our main character Harper and Nolan. Harper is, she's been in a small town. It's like a coastal town and it's beautiful and it's described so well as well. She is there, she is a gardener and she helps look after one of the residents there, Arthur. Arthur is a retired serial killer and Harper tends to help out with that sort of thing as well. But Nolan is after Harper because unfortunately she was in a hit and run regarding his brother. So he has a list of people that he is ticking off who was in the car at the time as well. So his last victim is Harper. So he goes there to Harper. But yeah, obviously this is a romance. It's a comedy as well. So there's so much funny stuff going on this one. And they absolutely hate each other, which just makes it so much better. And you can just imagine what I would say. Of course, sparks start to fly. I love this one. I couldn't stop listening to it. It had me laughing so much at times. I just love these characters. And I cannot wait for the next book to come out. This is going to be a trilogy, but it is going to focus, I'm pretty sure it's going to focus just on Harper and Nolan, whereas her other series, Butcher and Blackbird, I know is 3 separate couples. They all know each other, but they are 3 separate couples. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that really. And yeah, easy 5 stars, absolutely loved it. The next audiobook that I finished was an extreme horror splatterpunk, and it was The Slob by Aaron Beergard. This one was only 3.5 hours long and it was great. It was disgusting. I rated it 4 stars. I probably could have rated it 5 stars, but I think maybe if the story was just a little bit longer, maybe it would have been a 5 stars. But yeah, it was everything I expected from Aaron Beergard. It was disgusting. It was gross. It had you cringing. It made me feel a bit sick at times. But yeah, this one is about our main character, Vera. She is struggling for money with her husband and she's pregnant. So she decides to become a door-to-door saleswoman, selling Hoovers. This is set back in the 80s, so obviously that was such a big thing. So yeah, she accidentally knocks on the wrong house and she is taken hostage by the Slob. He is disgusting, and the way that Aaron just explains how he looks and how it sounds weird, but the way that he was describing how he smelled as well, I felt like, yeah, I could probably imagine that. Like I could probably imagine that smell. That sounds horrible. But yeah, I loved it. I loved the ending, and yeah, 4 stars. Aaron never seems to let me down. I've loved all of his books so far, and of course I'm going to be reading more. And finally, moving on to the last book that I've read this month. Me and my sister Kez tend to, every now and again, pick a short-ish story, and it's always an extreme horror, and we do this thing where we call read a book in a day. So I go over to Kerry's, we get snacks and we get coffee, and we focus just reading one book for the whole day. This one was Womb. It was about 150 pages, so it did take us about an hour and maybe an hour or 2 to get this one done. But it was surprising, actually. I have seen this one around quite a lot on TikTok, and I know a few people who I'm friends with on BookTok have read it as well. But I kind of wish I'd read it sooner. It was really good. It completely just sucked me in. We're following this guy who goes to a motel, and it's really run down. And there's this one certain room 6, where many things have happened, disgusting things. And he is basically telling this story to a prostitute that he has hired, for reasons I will not go into. Because if you want to know, then you need to read it yourself. But yeah, while she is there, he is saying about all different stories that have happened within this certain room. Me and my sister, we did clock on quite soon what the kind of a twist was going to be. And we also clocked on what was going to happen at the end as well. And it did happen. And yeah, it really surprised me. I rated it 4 stars. I think Kez rated it 5 stars, and I'm definitely going to be picking up more from this author as well. I think he has got quite a few books out there, so yeah, very much enjoyed that one. So yeah, so there you have it. Those are all the books that I have read in April. I cannot wait for some of the reads that I've picked out for next month. Like I said, I'm starting with Heated Rivalry, and I'm also going to be reading book 8 of the Outlander series. But yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with my romances mainly, because they seem to just be working for me at the minute. I do have quite a lot of fantasy on my TBR as well that I do need to get to, but while I'm in this romance reading mood, why not take advantage of it and just focus on that? So that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, please like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.